you always been kind of perceived as the thuggish, ruggish bone, like the out of control dude, like.
So far from that.
You know what I'm saying? The dude from the hood, you feel me? The bad boy, so to speak. And the thing that I appreciate the most coming from a teammate, like when you got somebody who gonna ride for you, bro, and I remember you was talking about like, bruh, I seen, Meta World Peace, what's his real name?
Ron Artest.
Ron,
Yeah.
right? When Ron went into the thing, man, I was just, going to protect my players, you feel me? Like my teammate.
Yeah.
And when you got a person that's on your team that's a rider, bro, it makes all the difference. You know what I'm saying? But the backstory behind that was that y'all was a real good team.
We have a championship.
Right? In that situation, looking back at it, hindsight's 2020. Do you really think y'all could have contended?
Yeah, because at that time I think might be off a game or two, but we was like 14-5, and the Pistons was coming off. They was the best team in the East. They had beat the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals the year before,
Right.
And I wasn't on that team. So me coming to this team, I was like the missing piece.
Right.
And Reggie was on his way out, but that's why I love Reggie so much. He was a G about it. He knew that he was on his way out and I was on my way in, so he made it easy for me.
Yeah.
And we had, when it was me, Ron Artest, Jamal Tinsley, and Jermaine O'Neal on the court, it was just impossible for anybody to beat us. So at that time, everybody in the league, every team knew the champion was gonna come up. We was gonna see who the champion is out this game.
Yeah.
And we was blowing them out before the fight happened.
Right.
So it was pretty sure that we had a good chance to win the championship.
So really like, two things that I wanna kinda harp on right here is the situation that happened. And I think when you're talking about African-American dominated sports, football, basketball, most of the people, or some of the people who are coming from these social, economic challenged environments are some of the best stars.
Right.
You feel me? Like you look at it at multiple players, don't matter what the name is, and you're like, bro, single parent home, dysfunctional home, and to be able to come out of that from the hood, from Chicago, from Miami, from Atlanta, from Texas, Houston, Port Arthur, whatever, from Compton, like these players are great players, but you still can't forget about where they came from. A person of your magnitude talking to like the younger generation, right? The first thing I want to ask is, there's a such thing as edge for a player. Like that's your edge. Like, bro, I ain't listen here. It's gonna be a long night, right? But where's the line crossed where it's like, okay, bro, you're trying a little bit too hard, bro. Like, you feel me? I don't think a lot of players understand, like your edge is your edge, but how can we still keep it, P for your audience and obviously your league?
Yeah, because, the edge needs to be in your effort, not in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk and can't back it up, but your edge needs to be in how you play. My thing was I played against a lot of people that was probably more talented than me, but the way I cared about the game, how hard I played, I was willing to fight to win a game. Everybody ain't willing to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you never take it to the point where it's personal. You talk about things outside of basketball, like families, like that. But long as it's between the lines, yeah, it's whatever between them lines.
Yeah.
But outside them lines, what's up, brother? I wish you well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It should never get disrespectful outside the lines, and it should never be to a point where a teammate is fighting with a teammate. I've never had a fight with a teammate in my life. And you know what? To keep it G, I've never had a fight in the NBA game, so I don't know where they get that whole attitude of me being a thug or somebody. Just because I'm a stand-up guy, I'm solid in the things I've been through in my past. That is cemented that a lot of NBA players ain't been through. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't my fault. It's just the life I chose and the things I've been through. But me being solid is something that I stand on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's why I have a lot of relationships with a lot of people, and you can't buy that. So you got so many fake people out here that wish they can say they went to O Block at 3 in the morning with all their jewelry on. They call, they checking in, and I think what they don't understand is that's how I'm able to touch the youth.
Yeah.
You'll never see another NBA player pull up at 3 in the morning in the O Block just to show love.
Right.
Right? I'm still in contact with a lot of those kids because I know in my neighborhood, I didn't see no professional athlete come back and talk to us.
Never.
I had to figure it out on my own. I had to believe in God and believe in my talent and have a lot of good people around me for me to make it, right? So if I could show up to any neighborhood and give any type of inspiration to any young kid the way I do it, not like they did it in the old days. I got my own way of doing things. That's why I don't call myself an activist. I do my things my own way because I can relate to the people because I'm really from it. And if I could change anybody's life, I've done my job. And one thing I do know, I've changed a lot of lives, you know what I'm saying? 29 states and moving. So, you know, I'm just doing it the way I know how to do it because it ain't no blueprint to none of it.
It's not. I see a situation like Mikey. You know what I'm saying? First off, so many questions of why do you feel like you have to be that? You know what I'm saying? Because it's in the music, you know what I'm saying? It's in the people who we look up to, right? The rappers, the entertainers, and it's just like, bro, like, it's around us. It's around our environment. Even though I'm a public figure, my best friend is not. He can walk into a 7-Eleven, a Quick Trip, and, you know what I'm saying, get candy and whatever. But if I were to do that, I'm stopped. I gotta take pictures. I gotta, you know, uphold the image. And with this day and age, you one camera phone footage away from losing all endorsements. You see what I'm saying? So what would you say to, you know, a situation like a Mikey, like, bro, you know, how could we prevent this from happening in the future?
Yeah, you know what, and that just goes to being you. Like, I know a lot of people that become gangster when they get money. Like I'm safe to say that I made it out. Like I'm glad to say the things that I've been through as a kid and as a teenager that I never did no jail time. I escaped it, right? The two situations where I really got in trouble was defending somebody. My teammates.
Right.
The brawl, I got in trouble for that in the shootout strip club. I was defending my teammate. I think now, you know, with the music and all this, they think like as an athlete, you have to portray a certain thug side to be respected as an athlete, and that's so false, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's about playing the game. You know, I tell my sons all the time to be just like LeBron James because he's done everything right, from family to basketball to business to bringing his friends along, putting them in position to win. Like, I would tell them to follow that aspect of it because I want my sons to have the better side of me. I don't want them to be arguing referees and doing all that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be different. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way. So, you know, being successful is not being gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a major key.
You know what I'm saying? They got that messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us, we did a lot of those things trying to survive.
And it wasn't no mechanism.
And there wasn't no cameras on us.
Right.
And when we were doing those things, we didn't have a contract for $10 million sitting over here waiting on us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see nothing in our future. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to live for the next day.
Correct.
So a lot of these kids don't understand that. And if I would have had social media when I was a kid and I was able to promote myself and others, not the street shit, bro, I would have done that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these kids have choices. They just making the wrong one.